And we're live. Hey everybody, it's Zeus Pegasus 13 here. Late on a Saturday night, but I am here despite what happened today. So, for those affected by a hurricane, I hope you're okay. And joining me tonight is everybody -1. So, unfortunately, Brightfire can't be here, but he doesn't have a part in this case, so it worked out for this time around. So, yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? How was your weeks?
The week is the week, just getting used to having so much work and being away from home so much and being so freaking busy as I suddenly realized just how many streams I have and time away from home and other things doing with people and blah.
Yikes, just yikes there. There we go. In-game.
But other than that,
moving
okay.
all weekend.
I had to recover my voice after last stream.
I think we had the first tornado warning that we've ever had for like 5 years.
That's awesome.
It was like, oh my gosh, a tornado! Those are real!
That's
Like
so
hurricanes
cool.
are hurricanes we don't get. We don't get. We get those like every year. But my entire like in real life friend group just blew up. We were all like, "Oh my gosh, guys, it's a tornado!"
Did you all jump in a truck and start driving around searching for it?
No, because we aren't that dumb. We're dumb, but we're not that dumb.
I like how that needed to be clarified.
All right, so I'm going to start the recording
Hey, it's only dumb
now.
if you go off on your own. If
No.
a whole bunch of, if
No
a
matter
whole bunch
what.
of your friends do it, then it's not dumb.
Okay.
That means
No,
it's an
that's
adventure.
just called a suicide pact.
So,
No, it's called an adventure.
so,
You know, they're not necessarily mutually exclusive.
so the recording is started. Are we ready to sync?
Let's do
Yep.
it.
Yep. All right, 3, 2, 1, sync.
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 Think. I was late on that, whatever.
Now the whole
It'll be
stream's
fine.
ruined.
I'll
No.
fix it later.
Yep. All right, here we go. We're recording. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
The
The
second
good
half
news
of the
is
case.
I know I'm not gonna have to really talk. Why
Uh-oh.
is?
Why are we back here?
Hold on.
Oh, this is just the end of the last part. Hold on, did you load the autosave or did you
Yeah,
load
it
the
was It was
autosave?
the autosave. My bad.
Oops.
Okay. Posh.
Take two.
I am Miles. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I have so many voices in my head. It is March 12th at 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And thanks to Miss Tenero and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Tenero in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation.
This is you,
I've
Kaylin.
been oh.
Franziska, yay!
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
Ooh, the accent.
It's she.
Oh, the dominatrix?
Oh my god.
No.
Look, all I know about her is that she has a whip, and that is always associated with dominatrixes, so...
Yep. Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany.
I go where I am needed. And wherever there are criminals to be caught.
Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor, and basically
Hi,
my
Dave.
little sister.
No, you're her little brother.
No. I wear the pants in this relationship.
Do you
The big
know?
question is who calls who Oni-chan?
I mean, she canonically calls him little brother, so
Even though Miles is older than her, which is hilarious. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are.
Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I am placing you under arrest.
What?
It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to accept my revenge on you in a different venue.
Please don't say the bedroom, Franziska.
No!
Exactly, the bedroom.
No, it'll
Don't
be
get
the
on your
dungeon.
knees like a pig you are.
You two grew up together. This is no.
But I'll
it.
take what I can get.
But we're not
There's
blood related.
siblings.
It's okay.
No!
Look, as long as it's not blood related, I don't have to break out the banjo.
Oh my god.
Japanifornia.
Sweet home Alabama.
Go ahead.
But I'll take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Conema would be a criminal. Have you no shame?
Oh, wait! It has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim.
A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor, then you beat him to death.
Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed the man?
I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I investigated for this for myself. I could put your arrest on hold until then.
That's as it should be.
Ha! As if I need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for.
Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill. So why don't we solve this together?
Is it the Assassin's Creed?
I have to get going.
Why does
Crime
everybody
scene
make
awaits.
that joke? You're not. Everyone makes the same joke at that line.
Love it.
Wait, what joke?
The Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Oh.
Assassin's Creed 27. Prosecution Edition.
Don't you dare leave town.
Trust me, I had no intention to.
Detective Gonshu!
Yes, sir.
Finally, you're here.
Too slow. Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up. Understand?
This man.
Mr. Edgeworth? I'm supposed to guard him?
A simple yes or no, detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me.
Miles Edgeworth. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay.
Thank you, detective.
I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this.
I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you. In particular,
Frame edge.
have you been
I've got
eating
the frame
alright?
address for this murder somehow.
Oh yeah, I've been eating plenty of ramen. Perfectly healthy, sir.
Oh, before I talk, let's, I guess, investigate stuffs.
Yes.
I can't believe there's no one manning the counter when a murder has just occurred. I should Dr. Pay for being such...
exactly why no one is manning the counter. Thank you.
Why is the captain still talking when we're off the plane?
Because I need something to do. The plane is not going to go anywhere for at least 24 hours.
Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops.
Which one should I go with?
I recommend our airport. Wait.
Airport?
Who is the extras for the? Who's the female extras for this case? I don't remember.
I think it was Kaylin. I forgot.
Okay. I recommend our airport special, World Flags lunchboxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunchboxes made up to look like different countries' flags.
I wonder if they're aiming to take Lunchland to the international market. And for those who don't know, Lunchland...
Where's the Japan one?
Yeah, Lunchland was in Rise from the Ashes, correct?
Yeah.
Lunchland is.
Yeah.
Angel Star was the vendor from Lunchland. in
Oh
that
yeah, I remember that.
Ah, yes. This coward was in first class with me. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair.
I did it. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared turbulence anymore.
He must have been pretty scared. He's repeating the same thing over and over to himself. Perhaps I should give him some, I don't know, another one of my gold stars. Here. There you go. You did
I
it.
made it off the plane.
That was a little kid over here. What a view of the planes preparing for takeoff. Besides the turbulence, they're really not all that bad as a mode of transportation. Looking from behind, I think I've seen this man somewhere before.
Sure. In Soviet Russia, what?
Found it. Wow.
Oh my god.
I feel oil cream.
Oh my God.
What's going on? It's all
I hate
on
this
ocean.
I hate this.
When I next movie, it's gonna be still samurai warrior Neo Tokyo. Versus all samurai champion versus gonna rock you so many boxes.
Oh my god.
So, the
I
Steel
shall
Samurai is
have
finally
Oh,
getting a
that's-
movie. Well then,
Good, I can stop doing that.
It's the only
Falai,
thing that just got out of
That
that
is
conversation.
a flashback.
do you recognize...
Fuck.
Falai, do you recognize that man?
I wish I didn't.
Of all the cameos to make in this game,
That is the one they go with.
So,
Like, why have they done this?
Because they could, and they wanted to hurt people.
the cringe must
Okay.
live. And I will stop all the cringe, as well as all the crimes I come across. Voices in my head. That I promise.
I hope that was as painful for you to listen to as it was for me to do.
it was pretty painful.
It
Oh,
was
trust me.
pretty awful.
I retreat to my
That
mind
was-
palace every time I have to hear such incoherent cringe like that. So,
I don't know what
22
you guys are talking
22 was
about.
the
I mean, when
time.
it comes to me, this guy sounds incredibly smart.
So,
Please stop.
how was the initial investigation going?
And we just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir.
That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case.
Yeah, she said something about wanting to keep you from the autopsy report. But I
Excuse
think
me,
she was
but she
a
has
little
no
too quick.
business telling me what to do there. Autopsy
She wasn't
reports are
telling
so
you. She
beneath.
was just trying to get ahead.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I'd say she was a little too quick, sir.
Oh, how so?
I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kinda creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something. And come in advance to await your flight's arrival.
That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly, and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. I mean Japanifornia. I mean Japan. I have no flipping idea where we are. There must be some backstory to all of this.
Miss Von Karma just kinda popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident.
No details.
It's kinda top secret, so she can't talk about it. Even with me, sir.
Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. And before you say anything, no, it is not from personal experience.
Giggity.
Plus, I doubt I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine.
Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate.
Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh.
Especially since one of them is currently making something in the microwave.
Look at that, Captain. Look at the way he's oogling, Cam over here.
Look at how sunburned he is.
Hey, he just came back from an exotic vacation. We don't judge by skin color.
Very true.
I got back from Brazil.
Oh my.
So you must be the captain.
Why, yes, I am. And who might you be?
I am the protege prosecutor, Francisca von Karma. I have a few questions for you.
Why do you have Apollo's haircut?
No,
don't you
Wait,
dare.
that's
my
Apollo?
haircut.
That's not Apollo, that's fucking All Might.
No, that's Fulbright.
No, it's everybody.
In justice we trust, or something like that.
Hmm.
I am here.
In justice we trust. God.
Yeah, now
Don't
you're
you-
getting it.
Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman. I'll never forgive you if you do.
But what are you talking about? I don't have eyes for you, my dear Cammy. Oh.
I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person.
You sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir?
He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip. It does a really
Thank you,
good job.
sir.
My
Very
safe word
kinky.
is pineapple.
Oh,
Ah!
behave, you two. We're in public space, you know.
Do you consent?
We're
We're having a scene here.
Back in the lounge.
Oh God, no. Why are you here? No, stay here.
Ah! Sorry, I'm sorry.
How long do you intend? Oh my God. How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal. I told you. Yes, yes.
Mr. 1 million cents.
No, don't remind me. Oh, it is you, the thief who stole my 1 million cents. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. I must go to the go room. Time
Sir,
is
this is
money,
not the
and money is
bathroom.
time. I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend.
Oh, well.
I've been trying to tell him that this is not the bathroom for the past 15 minutes.
No, it is the go room. Did you not listen to me?
The goal room?
It is the room that you are not allowed in. Please stop trying to go in, sir.
Silence!
Anyway,
Yeah,
did
just
you...
gonna hang back here, just so the microphone picks up everything. I'll be back here if you need me.
All the way in the back.
Did you finish taking his statement yet?
Yep, all done, sir. I swear I had the right half of it in wingdings, though.
I do not concern if you're not done with the examining of the cargo hold. I want my cargo back.
Before we do that, I must...
Present the badge.
No, you will talk to me. You! I can say you have the guts to show me a piece of art at this time. But from a single glance, I can already tell it is mostly worthless.
Ha! This has much more value as a piece of knowledge, I assure you.
But you look like you look like you have something to say. Perhaps you are thinking like casting pearls before swine.
He actually hit the nail on the head for once. Good for you.
Ah, yes. See, I knew I would master this modern language of the English.
Well,
Sir, I know you're showing him your prosecutor's badge, but the prosecutor's badge isn't the pearl. So,
I'm curious. See if he has anything to say about the
I am
suitcase.
actually, you know what? This vintage piece of art that you have brought before me, this statue of a man. I will take it and put it up in a museum. What is it? You have some use for me. You seem not to understand. I have no time to waste. Let me put it another way. Unless you are selling me this statue of a man, I will be gone, peasant. Oh God, French. Le temps de l'argent. There, maybe another language will get through your head.
I understood you perfectly fine in English, thank you very much.
What, you understand
Maybe
my
if you
French?
tried talking to him in Japanese, he'd understand.
The time it is money is basically what you said.
Nihongo Josu.
If you make a single scratch in my art, you will pay.
Art? What sort of art?
Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir.
They're all of my babies. My babies are in the cargo hold.
Yeah, some of the art looks like paintings of babies as well. Kinda weird.
You, sir, will make a fine baby for me.
Mr.
No!
LeBlanc, please do not say such things ever again.
There's practically a mountain of them, large and small.
Very large babies. From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of babies.
Folk costumes?
I am mildly concerned.
Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat.
Yes, it is another baby of mine. I wear it upon my head.
It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth.
So, can I smack a baby against another baby to test its durability?
Of course, that's babies together is how you determine their value and use upon society.
I am.
A baby that breaks when you smack it with another baby is useless.
We become unhinged, and we're barely halfway through case 2.
This is what happens when you talk to me.
Mr. LeBlanc, can you please shut up and take a look at this for me?
Whoa, it is a Borginian cloth.
As I suspected, your hat is made of the same material, I suppose.
Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous. Orders come in from overseas for more.
Okay.
Let me update that baby for you in your organizer.
Then
No.
this is the cargo you were talking about earlier.
No. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved?
You can get your cargo back when we're
Why is
done
there elevator
investigating,
music playing in
pal.
the background?
Oh, I'm sorry. My phone rang. Don't mind it.
I didn't hear anything, we're good.
What phone?
The stubborn you... The
The phone that Edgeworth confiscated from you, Gumshoe.
You don't have a phone, Gumshoe.
I have a phone?
Had a phone.
I never had a phone. I can never afford it.
Yeah, that's why it was taken away.
The stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it is no good that the attendant refuses to exit the go room, too.
That attendant. I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenero.
Oh, yes. The one who is not my wife.
What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc?
She was taken into the go room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out of the go room. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her.
Why is Miss Tenero's interview the only one that's taken up so much time? Oh, the theories this spawns.
Oh, good, I can just stop talking.
Miles Edgeworth, you were given a free rein to examine the plane, weren't you?
Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room?
Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances.
Now we're doing this, Francisca? I understand.
Yes, I'm going to put you in your subspace. Now be a good boy.
Oh, wait, no!
I'm very interested in him being put in his subspace, please. Proceed.
No one asked for your opinion, Mr. McBlank.
I'll
hate
just
this. Let me out.
stand over here in the corner and turn away. I keep being told I'm not supposed to watch when she's going to work with a whip. Oftentimes it happens in the other room, too.
Oh. Detective Gumshoe, what have you been witnessing all this time?
I told you I have specifically been turning around so that I don't witness it.
Fair
Make
enough.
him turn around so he can have deniability.
Have the doctor
Possible deniability in court.
deniability.
Go ahead.
You
Yeah,
may
the other
attract
room
those
is the courtroom.
dependents with your sophisticated talking. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth.
But there's no sheep in here.
All right. Thinking time. Here we go.
Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime here was here in the in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
The likeliest suspect, Francisca. I expected better of you.
Do you have a problem with that?
Not yet, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute.
I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is it my kindness too hard for you to comprehend?
Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic. Fast. Faster than her whip.
Impossible.
I'd like
Nothing
to
is
see you
faster
try.
than her whip.
My logic is faster than
As
your whip,
an
and you shall
obvious
see to
thing, The
this.
most obvious conclusion.
Time to press everything.
Don't you think you're being a bit rash by simply declaring me the culprit?
I want to go get a drink of water.
I like my prayers to be simple and perfect.
No wonder you're such a hard catch in the bedroom, Francisca.
No!
Oh my.
I like to say I have standards, which you have met none.
Oh my gosh.
I hate it here. Serenity.
The story of
I'll
the
show you
affair
the-
crime ring continues.
I'll show you the meaning of both when I finish this whole thing within 3 minutes.
Oh.
Hey, you say that like you're cooking a pack instant noodles. Draco!
I won't allow even 3 seconds of useless testimony to be uttered in my presence.
I see she hasn't changed a bit. But I won't allow her to send me to prison so easily. Let alone with her bragging about 3-minute sessions in the bedroom. I find that very suspicious.
Oh yeah, like you. Oh yeah, I heard you can have a lot of trouble lasting that long.
Oh my god, we're not gonna finish this.
Always. How does this
We're
always
all
end up
going to
involving-
hell.
How does it always
Actually,
end up
you're all
involving
going to
football?
hell. I'm fine. I don't have any part of this.
Not yet, at least.
Oh, you're
Become
not
us.
yet, at least.
No.
So tell me, Francisca, do you know all there is to know about the crime scene?
I know all that I need to know in order to arrest you.
And nothing more?
Are you saying there is more I need to know?
Ah, why did you whip me, sir?
Sorry, Scruffy. My hands must have slipped.
I would call nonsense at that, Francisca. And yet, it would appear that Francisca doesn't have all the facts of this case yet.
From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found,
What do you mean by seen?
please stop pretending like you don't know. It's insulting. Obviously, I'm talking about how Mr. Hicks was seen calling for an attendant at 5 a.m. And then, from the time after that call until the body was found, the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth.
While it's true that I was in the lounge the whole time, that fact alone does not make me the criminal.
Objection! We'll see about that at the conclusion of this investigation. However, there is one thing that even you must admit that this time.
Hold it! Under the circumstances, I suppose I can agree that I am the most likely suspect.
But I believe in you, sir. I don't think you did it. Miss Von Karma's gotta believe that too, right? I mean, you two are like siblings. Oh!
Quiet, Scruffy. Even if we are related by blood, that's no guarantee that he's not the criminal.
Francisca.
My father is a criminal.
I demand to see some proof that you're not the guilty party.
The likeliest suspect, huh? What a roundabout euphemism. But it would appear that she doesn't yet know about the new evidence that we acquired, and where we acquired it. I'll take care of the gaps in her logic one hole at a time. Alright, voices in my head.
I believe go to 4.
Where?
Crime scene was not here. It was.
Oh,
Present. No, not the crime scene. I was going to go to number 4 and present the bloody footprints.
voices in my
that
head.
works too.
Do we agree?
Yeah.
I agree.
Francisco.
Oh no.
I believe your
The music
testimony
doesn't agree.
just now conflicts with
Oops.
this piece of evidence.
And I believe when you use the phrase, I believe you are anything but certain. Which means that showing me that piece of evidence was just a way to waste time.
Ah! There's no need to whip the evidence as well. Think about its feelings.
Ow, why don't whip me too, sir?
One more victim besides myself and the evidence to add to the pile. Well,
I like how Francisca's whip just has AoE damage.
where shall we go next?
Okay.
I mean, she
which
has,
are
like,
the things we can
it's
present
like 15
again?
reach with that. I think they're trying to like have the place of the murder be different.
The location. It'd be this statement then.
The location is not the lounge. We found him in the elevator.
Well, you found him in the
Which
elevator in
means-
the lounge.
What's on the second page of things?
Yeah, I think it's the suitcase.
Do we agree, voices in my head?
Sure, we can give that
Does
a
it prove
try.
that the body was transported?
Oh, the music stopped. That's it.
Music
Tut,
stopped. That
tut.
means you're right.
It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
And what does that mean?
I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used the suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection! Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions?
Excuse me?
All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth.
I mean, she has a point.
I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily.
You should know better than that. Avant-Garma is perfect in every way.
Ah,
Even that one time he was caught?
but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
Objection! As if there's a proof of that.
Where is the proof that the suitcase was moved around?
Crime scene photo?
This?
I don't know about that.
Check
no,
the
not
second
there.
page.
Check the second page.
Is this one of those ones where?
Wasn't there blood on the wheels? Wasn't there blood on the
Yeah,
wheels?
something about the wheels.
Here?
Yeah, it's a suitcase again.
Take that! All it takes is one look at this, and you'll have your answer.
Indeed, I have my answer now. Oh, I guess we're not right. That you are an ignorant whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper? Ah!
But you're the one with the whip.
And you're just an unforgiving whipsnapper. Ugh. That suitcase.
I thought that
ended
was funny, sir.
The suitcase ended up in the in-flight shop. But where did it come from? The answer should become clear if I just think about the path the killer took. Where is this proof that the suitcase was moved around?
Footprints?
Yeah, there you go. The streaks.
No,
she's
the
right.
footprints go past the gate.
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator.
Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here? I think it's pretty obvious, right?
Right there. Yeah.
This mark here. Wouldn't you say that it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? Also, I'm gonna raise the music a little bit. It's a little soft. There we go.
Because it's such a banger.
Heck yeah.
It's such a bop. I suppose.
Further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase. Why didn't that work before, game?
There's only one wheel that had it.
What's up?
There's only one wheel that had that.
Oh, yeah.
Lygon's right. There's only one wheel that had it, though technically it should be two, but
Should
it's
be.
whatever.
So that's just an error.
This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else.
I'm glad you come to your senses.
Not so fast! This still doesn't put you in the clear, not by a long shot.
I want your head, Miles Edgeworth.
Also, What the Forge Gaming, thank you for the redeem. It is indeed spoop season, so feel free to redeem my 2 new sound effects. Thank you.
You'll prepare yourself and acquire the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. Then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and outflew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back to where you had taken it from, and pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly.
Zeus,
Just
your
what
first,
are you
the first part of your
insinuating?
for Zeus, the first part of your lines are getting cut off.
Oh, really?
It happened 1 or 2 times, yeah.
Oh, shit. Let me go back then. I'll just say it again. Testing. Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. Sorry. I guess we can fix that in post.
I'll fix it.
Yeah. Maybe Discord didn't pick it up, or I hope it's not my mic, because it's right here in front of my face. Maybe I'm a little bit too close. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Time to press everything! Again!
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Better yourself and acquire the piggy bank.
And, well, do you want to reread the lines? Sorry if I keep interrupting like that.
No, it's fine.
Okay. And how do you suppose I was able to take the piggy bank out of its display case? As I recall, the case was locked.
That's easy. If the case was locked, you simply had to hit the glass. Like this!
No! Why always me? You've shattered my heart of glass.
So, she wants to talk about the in-flight shop and Captain Hugo Bang, does she?
That takes care of how you obtained the murder weapon.
Okay.
Hold on him. Okay.
Sorry. I thought there wasn't any of the victim's blood found in the lounge.
I thought you'd say that. What? You think I wouldn't have noticed? I think you've just found a way to cleverly hide the blood splatter in the lounge. By accidentally spilling grape juice on top of it.
You know, I was gonna make the joke that he just covered it up with grape juice, but they literally made the same thing.
Ugh.
It's like,
Are you accusing me of tampering with a crime scene now?
We'll see, won't we? The forensic scientists are hard at work on that as we speak.
Looking up the grape juice.
And it's not like it's unfamiliar to her. I mean, have you seen her dad?
And what do you propose I did after that?
Hold on. The first option.
Go
I'm
back
wondering if it's possible to present the fact the glass was all outside and not inside when it broke.
This.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too.
The piggy bank?
No. Next page. I'm curious if there's... No, it's not there. Damn it. I guess we can't present the fact the glass was all outside of the case.
Well, don't forget to read the description of the evidence as
Oh,
well.
that is true. All right, go ahead, present it.
The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared.
Evidence and logic. Essential tools for those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master.
But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix?
A fake?
This Captain Hugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon.
What?
The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had occurred.
But then, what about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that?
I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. Not 1, not 2, but 3. After exiting the elevator,
Oh man, it's the Danganronpa criminal again.
oh man,
I must
it's
put
the shadow.
He's bought an invisibility suit.
I swear I see him everywhere. I must put a arrest warrant on him already.
Everywhere I go, I see his face. His blank face.
Every move you make, I'll be watching you.
The killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then, the killer proceeded to pick up the bank from off the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I will be framed for the murder of Mr. Acme Hicks.
You there.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found?
We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it appears your stall tactics are at an end.
It's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir.
Wow, abuse.
Violence.
Also, a couple things here from the chat. What do you call it when a Pegasus farts? Horsepower. Okay, thank you.
Boo.
And from Vincent Fox. What a beautiful Duong chew. What?
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 I don't get that one.
What?
Is this a day of dad jokes? What's going on
I
here?
have no idea.
If the
Yeah, I don't
criminal
get that
wanted
one.
to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth.
Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There is one more possibility.
And that would be...
That the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon.
But didn't we just...
Let me finish! The killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence. By opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at the time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case.
Franziska, the person you're talking about.
Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin.
And speaking of sins, I have more responses from the chat. Clarifying that statement, Vincent Fox said, bad JoJo fan translation. Kira said it while eating a sandwich. Oh, I see.
No,
Or
Yeah.
watch JoJo.
JoJo part...
didn't watch JoJo.
I've seen... I know what he's talking about. JoJo Part 4. Kira's like the big baddie in that one. And I got a roast here from What the Forge Gaming. Did you know raccoons can fit into holes 4 inches wide? Therefore, a raccoon can live in your booty.
No. No, please. I know that one.
I
Oh
know
my
that
I
one.
gosh.
do.
Oh my god.
Can't we
Come
just
on,
give the
Yogi is
raccoons
capable of extreme
cotton candy
levels.
instead?
Let's just move on.
She took the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying.
I don't think that's one of the 7 sins, sir.
Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her.
Yes.
Very well, permission granted. But only if I can sit in on your investigation. Do we understand each other?
I have no intention of interrogating her. But you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish.
Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
Okay.
Oh,
That man is about to absolutely have a stroke.
I need to go into the go room. I need my babies. Give me my babies.
I think he's already had like 6 strokes.
I am on my 7th aneurysm in the past hour.
Sir, I don't
Tenero
think
is
that's
in the flight
healthy.
attendant's room. Let's move.
Sir, have a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry.
Whoa. This Snickers bar, this laughter bar, it is the scene of the devil. All I need is the drink from the fountain of youth.
Chocolate.
That blue door over there leads to the flight attendant's room, sir.
Alright. Let's go see what Miss Tenero has to say for herself. She is in
You want
very...
me to accompany you?
Ah, looks like...
Looks like we can't go beyond here, sir.
Plus, the body has been sent off to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy.
They've got a piano on this plane? Hey, do you think I can try it out, sir?
I think you would know better than to randomly touch things at a crime scene, detective.
I mean, technically the crime scene's over there, about 10 feet to the right.
I think you're missing the point here, detective. Besides, I didn't know you knew how to play.
Of course I do, I'm practically proficient.
Interesting. The things you learn about people on a daily basis. Maybe he's taking lessons from Mr. Wright. Oh wait, we're not there yet.
Dang it, I was gonna just make the same joke.
I can get Doe and Ray to come out just right, sir.
2 notes does not a proficient pianist make, detective.
What, haven't you ever watched Animaniacs? They made an entire song out of 2 notes.
Imagine... So, from What the Forge Gaming, just imagine a doctor trying to get raccoons out of your butt with a net and a can of beans. Why?
Like, not, please.
Why is this the line of everything that we're?
Why is this Twitch chat?
What
I
the-
reiterate, I'd rather just give a raccoon cotton candy and laugh.
You, hurry and solve your murder. If you do not, how am I supposed to have my babies returned to me?
If you could please be patient just a little longer, Mrs. LeBlanc.
Hurry and solve it, like a strike of thunder.
It's as fast as lightning, and believe me, if I could, I would. Ka-chow.
Me to go with you? I will solve your murder for you. Come back. Take me with you.
But what about your babies? Or whatever.
So you're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. That is deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. Were you hoping to what were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
I.
Miss Tenero.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too?
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
I'll
Alright.
also say, Zeus, double check, make sure you have noise suppression turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're still
because
cutting out at the
You're
beginning.
still kind of
sometimes.
cutting out at the beginning of your lines.
No.
Yeah, instead of hearing Miss Tenero, we just heard Arrow.
Hold up.
Uh,
Oh shoot, yeah.
Well, now that LeBlanc's
I do have no
LeBlanc's
expressions
not on
on.
the scene anymore, I'm gonna go get some milk.
So now I have
Milk!
none. This should be better, I hope, right?
Alright.
Should we get
That
milk?
should fix it.
Okay. Also, from What the Forge Gaming, I don't know, weird animal facts. I'm a weird supervillain. Yes, you are.
I don't want to know your weird animal facts.
What
Did
exactly
you know that
is this
chinchillas
panel
can
for?
float?
Can what?
Chinchillas can float.
Oh, cool.
Ah, that's the emergency control panel for the elevator. We used it to stop the elevator on the first floor and to keep its doors open.
Ah, interesting. Oh my goodness, so the rumors about this room were true. Look how unkempt this bed is. Ugh, it's pretty easy to see exactly what's going on in this room, and to tell who sleeps in which bunk just by looking. I am almost certain that the well-kept one up top belongs to a virgin. I mean, Miss Tenero.
how you know
Yeah, that's the captain.
Same joke.
My services are well sought after as well. I just clean up afterwards.
Ah,
Yeah,
a professional
this bottom,
answer.
Ew, this bottom one is a giant mess.
You sloven, squalid scoundrel of a man! You dare scrutinize a woman's bed and invade her privacy?
Yeah! God damn it, I was just observing, woman!
Ugh. There are some things in life best kept to yourself, detective. Oh, hold up. There we go. There is sure to be a clue of some sort in this trash can. Believe me, I have experience from the other games. Detective Gumshoe, if you please.
Yes, you just leave the rummaging to me.
Oh, there's some.
I'll be rummaging just like a raccoon in someone's...
Oh my gosh.
Scruffy, how dare you go through a woman's trash without her permission? Have you no sense of honor?
No, ma'am. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just doing what Mr. Edgeworth told me to do.
Forgive me, detective.
Miles Edgeworth, isn't there something that you should be doing right now?
Of course. I should be asking Miss Tenera for her side of the story.
That's right. And how does that have anything to do with what's over there?
Nothing, really.
You already knew that, then why did you hurry up in the interrogation already?
Fine.
And you look at the box down at the bottom.
with fabulous on there. What? What is all this junk inside these boxes? There's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
Ah, that's for the role play that we do sometimes. That's our lost and found, Mr. Edgeworth.
Miss Tenero, you actually roleplay with lost and found items. I never knew this was a kink.
It's quite common, actually.
No, it's just Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
Ooh.
I would like to roll to seduce the dragon.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, great, you play Bard.
It's a natural 20!
Yeah!
Oh, hold
You may
on.
now-
I have a die here. Let me see what I can get. Let me see what I can get out of this. I got an 11. How does that work?
I hope you're into vor.
It's a board?
Moving on.
That depends. Which orifice?
Oh my god. We have dove off the
I'm
deep
not,
end
I'm not
hinge.
including this. I'm not including this part in the video.
Yes, you are.
No! We must.
Yes, you are.
We have to keep
Detective
it for
Gumshoe.
integrity.
Please.
Nope. I'm not doing this part.
Detective.
Gold crowns and swords and necklaces. It's like a treasure trove in here, sir.
The fact that these were left on the plane implies they were carried onto it to begin with. Something tells me it's time for Go U to send its metal detectors out for repairs. Seriously, who brings all this? What kind of rich aristocrats or, excuse my language, rich assholes would carry so much bling, as the kids would say, onto this wonderful plane?
You stand
Walk
rich.
slowly at the art collector.
Absolutely perfect.
And that's when I look slowly at the art collector. The one outside. Who I expected to be
Wait
screaming.
a second here. How dare you accuse me of having such garish babies?
Oh, it's one of those suitcases designed by Miss Tenero. You can tell it's hardly ever been used by the lack of even a single scratch on it.
So these are the attendance lockers, huh? Let's hurry up and examine them, sir.
Oh, he's gonna get whipped.
Why must men always be so rude? Besides, who exactly gave you permission to search through the attendants' lockers?
Wait, wait, detective! It would be uncouth of us to look in a woman's locker without her permission.
Yeah, I guess so. Plus, I feel this murderous draft, and I can sense a whip not far behind.
Wow.
Can we
she's
go
worth-
out the room in the top right?
That's where we came from, the lounge.
Well,
Is it?
go on. Let's hear our troublesome attendant out.
Yeah,
Oh
we
no,
came
the
in from
top,
the top
there's
right.
no room on the top right. That it looks weird, but that's just like the corner of the room.
Yeah.
No, that is-
Except there was an
that is
arrow
where we
that
came
showed
up.
up. I thought it was the
Wait, is there
door
an
to the
arrow?
left that we came in.
No, we came in from the top right.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
lounge.
wait, then what was the left?
The left goes to a different area that we probably won't get to today.
Okay.
In due time, I do have one thing I'd like to ask you.
Yes.
Do you plan to continue using that whip for the foreseeable future?
Of course. I have wrangled many a testimony other people thanks to it.
Yeah, and probably a whole ton of yelps. Ah!
And I'm willing to bet that the majority of them came from you, detective.
Yeah, I am giving her so many negative stars on Yelp. Extra! Your line!
This door leads to the cargo hold. But I can't let you through without Miss Von Karma's express permission and a cup of coffee. I haven't had one since I left the department today.
That's not a bad way to handle the situation if it was any old case, but this isn't. And I'll be sure to have Miss Tenero deliver you a cup of coffee.
So, between you and Miss Von Karma, who's better at their job?
Oh, there is no comparison to be made, detective. None.
So what you're saying is the answer is, Phoenix.
I said none, detective.
I'm just going to stare at this wall. That's how traumatized I've been by airport coffee before. I only get it from the department.
It's fine. I know a good prosecutor who will set you up with some coffee.
Ah,
And-
good.
And what are inside these boxes?
Oh, those are some souvenirs I bought in Borginia.
There's so many. There's even a second box.
Well, yes, I find that folk art from around the world does great things for my creativity.
Those suitcases certainly could have done with a whole lot less of your creativity.
I will pretend that I can't read your thoughts.
Good. It is my sacred space.
It's fine, because I will voice them. He
Present
says
the
your art
badge.
sucks.
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't know how to answer you. As a professional flight attendant, I'm a failure.
She must be worn out from the long questioning session she just went through. Perhaps she won't respond to any evidence, unfortunately. But I'm curious. No, we can't present. We can't present profiles in this series. It's weird.
You can't present people.
Nope.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't presenting profiles start in Dual Destinies?
No.
Or
it's
Hollow
started in
Justice?
It started in Justice for All, and then it stopped being a thing after Trials and Tribulations.
Sadly.
Huh. That is weird.
Why?
I don't know.
Less
But you
dialogue
can't,
to write,
you
I
can't
guess.
do it. You can't do it in any of the Paul Justice trilogy games. You can't do it in any of the Investigations games. And
Wait,
you,
You can't present in, like, Spirited Justice or Dual Destinies?
you can't present profiles to people or cross-examinations.
That's wild!
Yep.
What?
It changed.
My brain
Only-
was like,
only-
you can always
only-
present profiles.
Now, only in Justice for only when they you can, but only when they specifically ask you to. They will bring up a profile menu for it.
Who
But
is the
only
murderer?
in Justice,
Yep.
only in Justice for All and in Trials and Tribulations do you have the just option to present a profile whenever you want.
That's so weird. I thought that was more common. Maybe it's just because the profile, like, presenting was so memorable of being able to get people's thoughts on everybody.
Agreed. Maybe they'll bring it back for AA7. Cross
Bring
fingers.
it back for AA7. Come on, Capcom. You have nothing left in this series to remaster. Do it.
Your
There's
hand
nothing
has been
left.
forced. Anyway, why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I'd be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
The captain, he only has ears for Cammy.
I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself. He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Mew.
I believe it is obvious why, ladies.
Yes, and on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness!
Miss Tenero, was it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly.
Yes, I was.
And why were you there?
Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Franziska seems to have struck a nerve, and this time without her whip. I'm proud of her.
Character growth. All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do.
You're saying it was for work then?
Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise. Cyclops
After-
appear.
After your visit to the shop, you paid the visit to this room, correct?
Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Miss Tenero claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing. What thing could I be referring to? Voices in my head.
The suitcase.
That thing!
If you could please take a look at this questionably artistically creative thing for me, Miss Tenero.
Oh, that suitcase.
Yes, about this suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase?
Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
Oh! The last one there? What could this mean? So, you're saying, Miss Tenero, that the suitcase in the question was the last one?
Yes, they're just so popular. They're practically flying off the shelves.
That's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it.
I'm sorry. I can't.
But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. Wait, did he have that suitcase in the first case?
No.
No.
No? Okay. Me not being able to remember anything. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, that is... How should I put this without completely destroying our career? It's hideous.
What?
Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
You literally just crapped all over her design and then just moved on.
I can't
Didn't
believe
even
you've done
soften the
this.
blow at all. Just like it sucks. By the way, let me talk about something else now.
Miss Tenero,
you-
no artist can produce masterpiece after masterpiece. Just keep trying. I'm sure the great design will come to you eventually.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I would hope so.
It's at least an
Because
attempt.
I don't think it really is making me feel better.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps you should,
I put
Try
my heart
coffee.
and
That
soul
works.
into it. I put my heart and soul into making it.
oh
And
no.
then you did this to me.
This is why I should
Ma'am,
never express my opinion.
Have a cup of coffee. I'd recommend
you.
the ones in the police department.
Oh god, I just blanked out for a minute.
Are those good? In the police department?
I've never had anything quite like it.
Alright. Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only one.
Francisca, line!
Oh, sorry. Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction.
When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Miss Tenero, what is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only one left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
Ooh, Vincent Fox is following me. Thank you for the follow. She's used it for a long time. I think not.
Still has the price tag on it.
Miss Tenero, I appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you used this for a very long time. What proves that this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Miss Tenero says?
The price
is still on
tag.
it.
Tell me,
That doesn't mean anything. I've used a lot of things with the price tag still on them for months.
Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase?
What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about this? Lie about the suitcase?
Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears, and I do apologize for that.
No, you didn't. You didn't insult the sales of it. You insulted the actual thing itself.
Oh, you're right. I am growing weary. I must slurp from this water can.
I
Edward,
cried
you just
bitter
pulling
tears.
a water can out of nowhere.
Yes, this is my vintage
It
water
was in the
can.
research tab.
This is not research time.
The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand.
Are you sipping from my fountain of youth?
No.
I know what you're trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in where? Thoughts in my head?
Your butt, where the raccoon lives.
No!
Please, no.
This suitcase was originally in the in-flight shop.
Flight shop?
Sure.
Seeing as how the price tag is still on this suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought the suitcase was...
Tenero!
It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right?
Then the reason you went to the shop and came back here was...
I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something.
But the suitcases didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's as... blah, blah, blah. All because it's as you put it, hideous.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
Miss Tenero, they are $1,200 each. How can you possibly afford that on the dime of a flight attendant salary?
I don't eat.
Oh, that explains
Well, maybe
so much.
she just has a side hustle.
Why
Oh.
do you think the bed's? Why do you think the bed is so clean?
Oh. You buy one every single time you work a flight.
I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well.
Yes, and here is my receipt for that purchase.
This receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 a.m.
You're still getting cut off in the beginning of your lines.
You are, yeah.
What? But I turned on voice suppression.
It hates you, clearly. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold.
Okay, I think I know why. I have input sensitivity as automatic.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Maybe I'll just lower it.
Put it low. How did that get there? Why is there so much water there?
Alright, well, last chance. Hopefully this fixes it. Because I don't know what else to do at this point.
Die.
Alright.
I read the line, so.
Okay.
They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight.
Miss Tenero, where are these other suitcases?
They should all be down in the cargo hold.
Then the suitcase the killer used.
Could very well have come from the cargo hold.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases to...
Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
Ah! How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be.
Miss Tenero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to.
Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yes, Francisca?
Going on those wild goose chases. You're a disgrace on the Von Karmel name!
And what do you mean by that?
The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story.
Yes, which is why I said that the culprit must be a crew member who used their keycard.
Miles Edgeworth? You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct?
Yes, that is the only realistic possibility.
That other attendant, Miss Meal. I asked her earlier, and she had this to say.
Francisca got information out of Miss Meal? Impossible.
In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different keycard is required.
A different one?
Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhonda Tenero, and only you. Ah!
What? Is this true, Miss Tenero?
Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times.
Could you please show us the card? Could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on. Ah! I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
I'm voice acting. The key card, it's gone.
You're a
I
little bit too
love
loud on your
when
end?
other people walk in and you're like wondering why you're screaming.
And I
No.
live alone.
No, quite literally, there was a weird pause there because I look over and my mom's just giving me the weirdest look.
Very clever. Pretending that your car was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through.
What? Wait, it's not like that.
You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman!
Yes, ma'am. Finally, I can get my coffee.
Mr. Edgeworth?
So I like it black myself.
What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face.
Francisca, I know that you're the lead investigator on this case. However,
Hold it. Don't even think about wasting any more of my time.
oh,
You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth?
I intend to do likewise.
Next time!
That was a quick middle part.
Yep.
And I think we
And
should call
right
it
on
here because
time,
I've
it is
kind of
like-
been falling asleep at the desk for the last 20 minutes.
I know, me too.
That is fair. There's probably literally a quarter of the case to go still. We're pretty
I
much
would
here.
say there's probably about an hour to an hour and a half left.
Which we don't want to do right now. I'm not up
Nope.
to staying up till
I'm
midnight.
not going to be awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have
Everyone's
work in
tired.
the morning, but I do have stream in the morning.
Yep.
That's fair.
So
Sorry for starting so
yeah,
late,
like
but we got something done.
Woohoo!
Honestly,
I
we probably would have stopped here anyway, even if we had started at 8.
honestly, I didn't think we were going to finish this case in one more stream anyway, because I was like, there's at least like 2 hours left of this case, and we usually only get through about an hour and a half a night.
Well, not really. We went for 3 hours usually. That's like our average.
What I mean is like, on
Or
average,
the actual case.
in terms of like how long the case usually goes, if we're not voicing every single line and
No!
making every second.
Ah!
Spoilers.
Preview.
Like when I say there's like an hour and a half left of this case, I mean if you were to just play it normally, that's pretty much how much longer it is. For us,
Ah.
it will probably take us about 3 hours to get through this.
Nah.
Because we make all of our jokes.
Yeah, and that's
Yep,
that's
that's
the point.
The
Yeah,
coffee officer needs his conclusion.
All right, everybody. So short stream tonight, but we'll be back for a full stream next week. Because once we finish this case, we're just gonna go right into case 3. So hype up that case.
Let's
Uh,
go.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. We're
The
gonna
kidnapped
introduce the
turnabout
girl.
quarterbacks.
Yes, the girl, my faithful assistant.
Girl.
The Goyle.
The girl.
The cat girl.
The female.
Just
Oh,
girl.
that's a
I hate
cute.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cute. I like that.
The female.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Die. Oh, look at that.
Also known as the Iron Man.
Oh, look at that! How cute.
Spoilers.
I mean, those biceps, man.
Yeah. And the more we're gonna get a lot more cutscenes.
Oh, look at Gumshoe.
Yeah, that's what I was saying was cute.
Oh, hold up. I don't know if it's
Look at
available
the
yet, but
TV screen.
go back for a second.
I'm distracted by the many holes in his
Go
socks.
into is it in documentation? It's probably not, but look in documentation. No. What wait maybe
Girl.
press
Girl.
Girl.
spoilers. Go to special exhibits.
Minor spoilers.
Nope, it's yeah, go down one. That one right there. That one at the bottom right left hand corner. Click on that one. Look at this comic. Look at this.
I love how the window is just saying, yes, this is sun.
Oh, Gumshoe. Let's see. Irajai.
I can't read this.
I love how you don't really need to be able to read this to understand.
It is.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
no, I can.
I just love the fact
okay,
that she has a sleeping bag.
He lives in like a tent.
Okay, Tom.
No, it's not a tent.
Come
Look
on.
at the wall with the cracks and the roach.
Okay, Tame. That's what it says.
Poor Gumshoe.
I have no idea
Gumshoe
what it means, but I can read it.
He deserves so much better. Look at this.
He
Like-
deserves so much better. Like, honestly.
I would point out this is a canon comic. This is literally how Gumshoe lives canonically.
I know.
Why
I'm
have
so
they done
sad,
this
though.
to him? He doesn't even have a bed.
He just has a sleeping bag that's all patches.
He tore his hand through it just to turn off his like alarm clock.
Oh, I love him. But
I
anyway,
love
it
him
is
so
it is-
much.
It is bedtime.
Yep, and there's other stuff I don't want to touch, because kind of spoilers, kind of stuff.
What's the character compendium? Oh, look at them!
Oh, go back, yeah. Yes, 2 of them now.
Hmm.
Both watching the TV. It's just there's
The character compendium is just it's a bunch of the characters' different animations.
Okay.
There's so many of them. It's like you think this is not fully animated, but there's a lot of work that goes into.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of animations to these characters. You realize when actually like cycling through them all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to know how does Buddy have animations? Isn't he dead?
His animations are standing and walking.
Oh, this might be spoilers. I'm trying to think why. Because you don't see
I
him
won't
in the
comment.
case.
Oh well.
They
I
have
like how
17.
The officers have more animations than the victim of one of the cases.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because the officers show up everywhere.
Yep.
Honestly,
Japanese
that tracks.
forensics. Because you don't see this
And-
in the U.S.
And what was his name? Like, Kaniza?
Yep.
No, you're wrong. It's officer number 427.
And
I
there's
almost said
observations.
426, but then I was like,
No.
no, don't say that.
No, you can't do that. You can't do it. Bad.
Wait, what's 426?
Don't worry about it. If you've not played 13 Sentinels, you don't need to worry about it.
You were spared.
Not spare. Well, no, play 13 Sentinels. I'm not going to talk about 426 because that's a massive spoiler.
All right, everybody. Anyway, we're gonna cut it here. Thank you all for joining me. Want to see who to raid real quick on this Saturday night. And we'll sign off.
Oh yeah, it's Saturday.
Yes, it's. I know. it's
My
weird.
brain's like, it's Sunday. Because that's when we normally do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Yes. It, yep. Hold up. Where's my stream?
We normally do it.
Let me end our Craig sessions.
Yay.
I will-
Leave, Craig.
Where's my stream?
Let
I
me
will
end
No
raid
longer love
Marble
sessions.
Plays. They're playing some Zelda.
Leave, Craig.
I will
No
raid
longer
Marble
love
Play. There we go. Thank you everybody for joining me. Take care. Have a good night. See you Tuesday as I go in for more spoops for Side Hill 4. Bye now.
I am
Good
sorry
night.
in advance for when you have to edit this.